I'm excited to do today's video. It is a format that I've been wanting to do for quite some time. It's pretty often I get some pretty cool fish, and I don't really cover every single fish that I get in every single video. Some really cool fish like the red wolffish in here, or the spotted or the cross river pufferfish that is in this aquarium, or the spotted Congo pufferfish in there, or honestly any fish that's in my 220. So the cooler, smaller, little minute tetras that I get don't really get shown every single video. So on today's video, I'm going to be taking you guys over to my quarantine room and showing you what we have in there, what's done with quarantine, and also what's coming out. I have a really thorough quarantine process. I'm pretty proud of my quarantine process. I very rarely have issues outside of my quarantine tanks. So I haven't done this in a very long time, but if this video gets, let's just say, I don't know, I'm just throwing a number out there. I could get this, I could not get this. If this video gets 50 likes, I'll do a dedicated video on my quarantine process. And I really genuinely think that it's a great process that I have. I think that people probably should want to see this. So if I get 50 likes, great. And if I don't, I'll probably still come out with the video anyway, but I appreciate the likes if you want to give them to me. So if you guys do like this video, be sure to like the video. And if you're not subscribed to my channel already, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any other content like this. On top here, we have a 29-gallon aquarium. For lighting on here, like I have on all my aquariums, we have Fluval Aquasky LEDs with an aqua clear, I think that's an aqua clear 50 for filtration, as well as a sponge filter. And then we also have down here a 20-gallon long and a very similar setup with the LED lights as well as with the aqua clear. But let's dive into the fish. These are tiger scats. These fish are so awesome. I've been wanting these fish for a long time. They are actually, I'm not going to do a care guide for every single one of these fish, but a little bit of background. If you guys look at like ruby scats or green scats, they're brackish water fish. These are pure freshwater scats. They can be in freshwater their entire lives. The ultimate plans for this fish are to get them into the 220-gallon aquarium where I house all my big exotic fish. Short term, we're going to put them in the 125. Just to grow them out a little bit, because right now, the way that they are, they're probably going to get eaten by the peacock bass. They're probably about 3 inches right now, and they've probably put on about, I'd say, 1/4 to an inch since I've gotten them. So hopefully they still continue to grow. Right here, he's a little bit flushed out. He looked a lot better in the store, and I think it's just because these scats kind of stress him out a little bit, maybe. But that is actually a spider kelberry. I think he's going to look much better once we move him out of here and he has a little bit more room. But you guys will see in a little bit. I'm going to take them out of here, and you're going to see me putting them into their tanks. They're all these fish are going to the 125. Unfortunately, I just jumped down here, so these fish are freaking out right now. But this is my 20-gallon long. I really should clean this glass here. I don't really have one of those things that stays on the glass to clean this really well. So typically only clean the glass in this aquarium a handful of times. And again, it's a quarantine tank. We're not really being showy here. But we have some rocket gar up there. I plan on growing them out. I want to put them long term in the 125, but they're a little bit too small. They'll definitely get eaten in if I put them in the 125. So what we're going to do is we're going to put them with George right now and grow them out a little bit more before we put them into the 125. Also in here is a royal pleco. He's actually right under that piece of wood. He's right there. I've actually had him in quarantine for a really long time, but I'm actually going to take him out of quarantine now. He's probably put on about 1 inch since I've gotten him. I got him relatively small. I'm going to put him into George's tank. We're probably not going to see him for a few months and then randomly see him, and he's going to be much bigger than he currently is. But I think he's going to do really well in George's tank right now. George's tank's a little bit on the overstock side, but some of the fish will be getting out of there too, so we're not going to be too concerned with that. But last but not least, we have over here, you can kind of see him there. He's hiding back there. There is a Mustacus catfish. That is a pretty cool, somewhat rare catfish. It's a South American catfish, and we're going to be putting him in the predator tank with the peacock bass and the scats that are above. Probably going to get a little bit of a better look from him once we move him, but he always typically hides in the back there. So as expected, everything's hiding right now. is in their respective aquariums. The only fish I'm really kind of, not necessarily concerned about, but I'm gonna keep an eye on, is this Malaroma catfish. I'm sorry, Mystacus catfish. Just because he's a little bit small. I'm gonna keep an eye on this, check up every hour or so on him to see, make sure he's okay. Everyone else is looking really fine. I'm gonna turn the lights down inside of all the tanks with the new fish, and then I'm going to give you guys an update. And hopefully everyone's still here and we don't have any issues. Things are looking pretty good. Let's go take a look at some of the fish that we added. The Scats are looking fantastic. They were fighting a lot when they were inside the 29 gallon. Probably because the tank's just a little bit too small for them. Their color is so much better inside the 125 here, just because obviously they have a lot more space. Look at this, they have this big giant space here and they're up against here. And right before I started shooting this video, they were swimming all over the place. Here, let me do side. You can see them a lot better. The stripes are really coming out. A lot of times in the 29 gallon, they were kind of showing a little bit of black, but they're definitely looking really good right now. And also, hopefully the fighting will stop inside of here so they can fully heal up. The second fish I want to take a look at is the Mystacus catfish. He's looking fantastic in here. I was a little bit concerned because he was small, but boy, no one's messing with him. And, you know, earlier he was swimming up on the glass and everything. You know, he's looking fantastic in here. Oh, by the way, for people who've been following along, I moved a lot of fish around. All the Hoplo catfish, they're actually here in my 75 gallon now. So that's why he's got a lot more space around, and only the predators are inside this tank. But this guy's actually got a lot to grow. He'll probably double in size as well. And the other fish that we added in here is the spider kelberry, who is just hiding up there. I don't know why. Probably, I saw him actually a little bit earlier. He was down over here. I expect him tomorrow morning to really kind of show a little bit more of his colors. Last but not least, we have to take a look at George's aquarium. And the reason why we're taking a look at this last is because the fish we just added are hiding out. They're probably a little afraid of George because of his size. The rocket gar, actually they're not hiding anymore. The rocket gar are hanging out up there. They're hanging out by like the roots of the pothos plants I have up there. Not the best looking, but typically you don't really see them. It looks like they're kind of swimming into the stream, and I know that they were doing that inside of quarantine too. And then the Royal Pleco, we're not going to be able to see him because he's deep inside the piece of wood there. I'm very impressed with the size that he has. He's grown a lot since I got him. The reason why I even put him inside the 75 gallon is because I thought he needed to grow out a little bit more before going into this 125, but due to his size, he might be able to move in here even right now. So there's a chance I'll even take him out of George's aquarium and put him right into here, because there's really no reason to not have him here, because I want to have all predators and plecos in here. Double P, baby. Let's go. Predators and plecos. These are the new fish we got. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you guys do like this video, again, please smash that like button, comment down below. Let me know that if you guys did like this type of video. Like I said, I've been wanting to do this for quite some time. I'm really excited to see some of the growth of some of the fish that we got. Let me know what you guys like, your favorite fish that we added to these tanks here today. But that's gonna be it for this video, guys. So if you guys did like this video, like, subscribe, comment, and most importantly, don't forget to fish on.